I'm sorry that I lied before I married you. I lied that I was not touched before we tied the knot. I'm sharing this confession to lift this heavy weight. This weight I've been carrying in my chest for 7 long years. It all began in 2018. I was 23 years old. Where I'm from, parents are deeply involved in their children's futures, especially their daughters. It's traditionally so because they want the best for their children, even when sometimes it's against their will. And in my country, one of a woman's biggest values brought to the table before marriage is her virginity. Now you start to see the core of my secret and predicament. Before my marriage, I had a boyfriend. We'd been together for 3 years. Of course, my mother knew about him, much to her dismay. He was a restaurant waiter. He had no car, no property. He was a fun guy, actively involved with his motorcycle club. Unlike the elders, I, like some other girls my age, preferred to choose a romantic partner who would make me happy and feel loved. But having such strict parents meant I would never be seen dating him publicly. We always made plans to secretly meet. We never posted our photos together on social media. We pretended there was nothing between us. My boyfriend, he knew how to treat me, and he knew me. He brought me the satisfaction and pleasure that most women here only get after they are married, if you know what I mean. I knew what I did was forbidden. If the elders had known, my family's reputation would have vanished into thin air. My father, his honour, his dignity, all of it, gone. One night in a conversation with my mother, she was checking on me about my boyfriend I was secretly dating. She was concerned because years had passed and I wasn't married to him. So I confided in her, in tears, and I asked her for forgiveness. I told her I had lost it. I had given my virginity to my boyfriend. I quietly hoped that my mother would convince my father to accept my boyfriend, now being my husband in nature, despite his conditions. My mother, she was frustrated, saddened, but she forgave me. She warned me if I got pregnant, I would be... Deep down, she knew something I wasn't ready to accept. She knew the man I loved couldn't afford to marry me, and he wouldn't make a good father for my future children. That night, her mind was made up, and she had a plan. In mid-2018, my mother brought me to a relative's wedding. On the way, she was constantly speaking of my future, who would take care of me if I couldn't succeed professionally, and who would love me when I got older and less pretty, and so on. My father joined the conversation. He added similar ideas, but deep down I knew only my mother had known something that my father didn't. 2 hours later, we arrived at the wedding reception, but we weren't just there to celebrate. We were there for an introduction. I had completely no idea how she could have planned this. She introduced me to a man 4 years older than me. As you'd expect, I was closed off, I was still in love, and I was damaged goods or stained white sheet of paper, to put simply, in the perspectives of the locals, especially the elders. The elders who only valued men and likened them to pure gold that could always be cleaned even after it was dropped in mud. Seeing my obvious discomfort, one's parents would give their children a break to wrap their mind around what was happening, but not my mother. My mother was determined to see me married to a suitable man, a man who could afford a dowry and a wedding ceremony, a man who could bring honour and dignity to the family, a man who has a proper place, a status in the society. After talking with my parents, this man greeted me. He kept looking at me the whole time with a smile that could have haunted him had he known the truth. the dark, damaged side of me. I could clearly see immediately that he was interested. He knew my parents. His parents knew my parents. He believed I was pure and single. Meeting me that day in the presence of the elders sparked his obsession. On the parents' recommendation, he asked for my phone number and my Facebook account. I was extremely uncomfortable and wanted to scream it that it would be useless and he would waste his time on me. But I couldn't let it happen. I couldn't make a scene and bring shame to my family. So I compromised and agreed to form the first connection with him that day. My mother saw the whole thing. She told him and his parents that I was just shy. She told them I had had zero romantic experience, no boyfriend, no strings, as she put it. She wanted the man's family to believe I was the perfect partner for their son. 4 days after that encounter, my phone got a notification, a direct message from that man. He went on to ask a lot about my life, what I liked, what I did during my free time, what I wanted for lunch, where I wanted to go during the weekend. He felt entitled. Basically, he flooded my inbox with his messages, all because of his obsession of me. But I responded in a reserved, uncommunicative manner to hopefully signal to him that I was not interested in him at all. But there was no way I could spit the truth. After a week, something shocked me to my core. He wanted to court me the traditional way. I was in a cold panic. I wanted to tell him the truth. I wanted to scream it. But I knew doing so would put my entire family to shame. A shame that would follow us to our graves. So I did the only thing I could. I ran to my boyfriend. I cried. I begged him. We have to get married. Now. I knew that if my boyfriend could do it first, my parents would not have objected, because to them, my boyfriend would have had the resources and the will to marry and bring honour to their daughter. That would have shown them he had the capacity to take care of me, to fulfil their biggest wish for their daughter. But his answer just confirmed my mother's worst fears. He couldn't. He didn't have the means. Time was up. The man was coming to my house to court me. My parents were honoured. A wealthy man in love with their daughter. I had no choice. The next words I spoke were the hardest of my life. I told my boyfriend it was over. I broke my own heart and his. 2 months later, I was walking down an aisle, a stranger in a white dress, with 500 people watching me marry a man I had known for less than half a year. Like the elders in my country say, if a man genuinely loves you, he will marry you. He was serious. He was genuine. I still miss my ex. I still felt pity for him. But I couldn't abandon my family for a man. Could I? It wasn't his fault. After my wedding, I moved to live with him in a new house, just 1 hour away from my parents. Because my husband was a genius, and still is, now. We live in the United States. We have a son. And to this day, my husband has no idea about the past I keep buried. He's a good man. He truly cherishes me and our son. He works hard to provide me with what I could never have before, and that's what makes the guilt 1,000 times heavier. You may wonder, how didn't he find out on the wedding night? I've had to continue the lie, he's asked, and I just covered it up. I'd say I was a tomboy. I played sports, rode my bicycle. Well, all that was not false. He accepted it. He didn't doubt me. Oh dear husband. He's too pure, too credulous, all because he trusts me. Sometimes I want to reveal the truth to him. I don't want to live with this lie. He trusts a fake version of me. But my fear is, I know how this story can end. I read Tess of Duberville's. Tess told her new husband Angel the truth on their wedding night what Alec, her cousin, did to her, causing her to get pregnant. And he didn't forgive her. He left her the night of their wedding. I fear the same will happen to me. Everything will be gone in an instant. My family will be destroyed. So now, I turn to you. What should I do? Does a man who truly loves me deserve the truth, even if that truth could destroy us? Or should I carry this secret to my grave? Or should I have rejected him and defied my parents for the sake of my first love and run away with my boyfriend? I will be checking the comments, looking for your opinions. I feel relieved just sharing this. I hope things will be okay.